Hey guys, going to go through these notes real quick with everybody here on the video. Just a couple reminders. Your worksheet is due tonight by midnight, so be working on that. There will not be a Google Meet today. We will have Google Meets the rest of the week. We're just not having it today because we have a short 20-minute, 25-minute class period, and so just watch the video notes and then get your worksheet done. And then we will have Google Meets the rest of the week. Because of the schedule the rest of the week, we will not be getting to programming until next week. So on Thursday and Friday we'll vote, and then on Monday we'll start whichever programming chapter wins the vote. So as always, if you have any questions, please send me an email, and we're going to get started here on these notes. So we're working on Unit 2. We're talking about shapes and word art mostly, but a little bit about text boxes and images. And this one, again, focusing on shapes and word art. All right, objectives. We're going to talk about adding shapes, using word art, and moving slides. Okay, so shapes are predefined objects such as boxes, circles, and arrows. All right, we're going to use them to add flair or emphasis, okay, to parts of our presentation. All right, you can access them like this. Insert, go to the Insert tab, go to Shape, go over to Shapes. You can see there's all these different options. We have just your regular rectangles, circles, triangles, okay, some different polygons in here, some symbols. Then you go arrows, right? Callouts gives you like a little bubble if you want to make it look like something's talking. All right, and then equations would be like mathematical symbols and things like that. Okay. That's one way to access shapes. The second way is on the toolbar you have that same shape icon that you see here, right? It's also here. Okay, and then you have the same for options to select your shapes from the toolbar. So either way will get you to the shapes. If you look up here on this slide, we have an airplane. Okay, the first shape I want you to look at is this big rectangle behind the image, right? So it gives it this nice looking border. Okay, it looks very nice. And then we have the arrow. So this plane is taking off, and this arrow kind of gives you the idea that okay, it's going to go up into the sky, right? And then notice this shape here. There's a text box on top of it. Here we come. It's got the little explosion shape behind there, and then I have no idea what the smiley face is doing, but it should make you smile or at least feel happy about this Canadian airplane taking off going to Montreal. All right, adjusting shapes. So once you insert a shape, like this arrow here on the right, it has sizing handles just like your images and text boxes do. You can see them around the shape. Okay, and then, but it also has something new called an adjustment handle. So these yellow ones are adjustment handles. Okay, so you can add certain visual features to your shape. So you can kind of bend your shape by clicking and dragging these adjustment handles. Right, kind of bends it instead of this one just resizes it, makes it bigger or smaller, stretches it one way or the other. But these you can try to like kind of bend your shape. All right, so not all shapes have these handles, but arrows do. So if you want to like make it look like your arrow's like turning, you know, like a U-turn or something like that. That's what you can use the adjustment handles for. Okay, formatting shapes. So once you select the shape, like you see the sizing handles right in the bounding box, then you can go to these toolbars here, this toolbar here at the top, where you can see the bucket, you can see the pencil, you can see the border width and the border style, right? And you can change these things. So if you click the bucket, that's the fill color of your shape. You can change it from blue to whatever color you want. If you go down to custom, you can actually even type in hex values so you can get a very specific color. If you're looking for that, you know, Bruin gold or that IU crimson color, you can go down to custom and type it in. Okay. So you can change the shape style using the options on the drawing tools format tab, the shape styles in the shape styles group, right? Format a shape by choosing a predefined style. Okay, customize the style using the shape, fill, outline, and effect options. Okay, so when you select your shape, it's just going to usually give you blue, and then you can customize it by changing the fill, the outline, the border width, and the border style here. Okay, so this changes the fill color. This one over here, we're changing the outline color. So you see here, it's both set to blue. All right, and then we can change the width of the border. So you can make it thicker, or you can make it thinner. All right, up makes it thicker, lower number makes it thinner, and then over here you can change it from a solid line to dashed line to dotted lines. And some of you guys have already played around with these because I've seen them on your previous presentations, and it makes it look really good. Okay, word art. Okay, word art is decorative text that you can add to a document. To use the word art, you use word art to make your text stand out. So think like it gives you like the block letters with the built-in shadow already. So they kind of like stand out and they're real professional looking and very, very creative. All right, so create word art by converting existing text. All right, so you're going to go to insert. You're going to go to word art. A little bubble's going to pop up. You have to type in what you want your text to be. If it's existing text, you can highlight it and do this, or you can just copy it and then paste it when the little pop-up comes up. Okay, and then word art has the same formatting options as the shapes do. Okay, so we can change the fill color, we can change the border color, we can change the border width, and then we can change the border style on word art. So format word art by using the fill colors and borders. That's these two. Customize the border options with color, line style, and weight. Okay, so this is weight. This is what they're calling line style or border style. All right, so you can change the colors that come up on the word art itself. Okay, that's it for notes. We're going to look real quickly at some of those features we just talked about. Okay, so first thing we're going to do here is we're going to add, let's add a blank slide that we're going to work on, and then we're going to insert a shape. All right, let's use an arrow. So you can see you got arrows in all four directions. You got U-turn arrows in different directions. You got four-way arrows. You got all these different arrows you can go with. Okay, so let's just go with the regular arrow. So you click and drag, right? And then see how we have the bet. So then we can choose the yellow guides, adjustment guides, and we can change some things about it. So I can make it skinnier. I can make it bigger. I thought we could bend it, but I guess maybe we can't. So all we can do is change the rectangle size and then the triangle size here on the top of the arrow. If you want the bendy arrow, you have to go back in and get the one that actually curves around. Okay, and then if we want to change the color, here, let's put a theme on here real quick. Okay, so I got a theme, right? And let's say I want to, I'm going to copy my arrow up here. All right, and now I want to change some of this. So now see, here's my theme colors. So I can make it match my theme. Oh, look at that. That's a really thick border. Kind of looks cool though. Right, and then make sure you have the shape selected and then those options come back. Oh, that's weird looking. Yeah, I'm not feeling that at all. Probably need to take the border width down a little bit. Interesting. Yeah, I kind of feel like the solid's the best one here. Alright, so that's how you do it on a shape. And then let's give this thing a title. We're just going to call it the arrow because that's what it is, right? So then we're going to go up here to insert word art. And then see, you have to type it in or copy paste it. I didn't think you could just select it. And then look, it says use enter to save, use shift enter for multiple lines, so you can actually do multiple lines. And then you can see here, now delete this text box. Here's your word art. And then again, we can go up here and we can say, okay, we want it to be pink. We want the border to be the same as our arrow. And then we want it to have that real thick border weight. And then you could try, the dots just don't do it for me. At least on this one, I don't know why. But you can play around with the border style. I'm feeling solid though. Alright, if you guys have any questions, please email me. We will be doing an activity the rest of the week to practice using shapes and word art in our presentations. It'll be a 2-day activity. And it will be our last activity. Again, if you have any questions, shoot me an email. Otherwise, we're done for the day, guys. Have a great day. I'll talk to you tomorrow on the meet or Wednesday. Bye.